One of the things that I have been very passionate about since as far as I can even remember is leadership, the art and the sciences of leadership. So, without going into the weeds or the details, I have been experiencing an odd thing in my career where I am evaluating the philosophy of leadership, which inspired me to create this very small series of podcast episodes dedicated to leadership. So, within the next few weeks, I'm going to be just talking about leadership, and I have broken it down to the first episode, which is what you're hearing now, developing essential leadership qualities, which we're going to go into the effective communication and influence, building strong teams and fostering collaboration, delegating effectively and empowering others, making sound decisions under pressure, and managing conflict and resolving disputes. The second will be enhancing leadership skills in everyday life. That is leading without a title, inspiring and motivating others, embracing change and navigating uncertainty, overcoming challenges and setbacks, building a personal leadership brand. Then the last, I should say, podcast episode will be on exploring diverse leadership styles and approaches. That is transformational leadership, servant leadership, democratic leadership, adaptive leadership, and authentic leadership. So follow me for the next few weeks as we dive into this. I hope you enjoy, and without further ado, let's get into it. Welcome back to Thinking to Think, the podcast that empowers you to navigate the complexities of critical thinking, human behavior, and leadership. I'm your host, Michael Antonio Aponte, also known as Mr. A or M.A. Aponte, if you know me as an author. And today we're going to be discussing the first of 3 episodes of leadership, and this one is developing essential leadership qualities. Again, this is the first of 3-part series of leadership basics. This is just basics. This is separate from a manager who just supervises day-to-day activities or equipment, but actual leadership, those that motivate and inspire others. Leadership is not merely about titles or positions either. It's about the profound impact one has on the world around them. Today, we're going to embark on a captivating journey to uncover the essential qualities that distinguish exceptional leaders. In this episode, we'll delve into the key characteristics of effective leaders through the lens of various leadership styles, strategies for developing essential leadership qualities using psychological principles, the importance of understanding personality types and leadership styles, and applying them in everyday life, and practical tips for honing your communication skills, building strong teams, delegating effectively, making sound decisions under pressure, and navigating conflicts constructively. So let's start this one of 3-part journey into the introduction of leadership. But before we begin, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps with the channel and the podcast. I do not put any money into marketing, so the expansion of this podcast has strictly been word of mouth. So please don't forget to like, share, comment also, and subscribe. Essential leadership qualities, the foundation of success. Great leaders share a common thread. They possess a set of essential qualities that enable them to inspire, motivate, and guide others towards achieving remarkable results. These qualities, such as effective communication, empathy, integrity, and decisiveness, form the foundation of effective leadership. Now, effective leadership also involves effective communication. It's the art of the persuasion. Effective communications is the cornerstone of great leaders. Leaders must be able to clearly and persuasively articulate their vision, motivate others to action, and foster collaboration among the diverse perspectives. To cultivate effective communication skills, leaders should master the art of storytelling, engage their audience or group or team with compelling narratives that connect with their emotions and resonate with their values. 2, tailor their communication style. Adapt their approach to suit different personalities, contexts, and levels of understanding. Know who you're talking to. 3, practice active listening and empathetic engagement. Genuinely listen to and understand the perspective of others, building trust and fostering open communication. And finally, project confidence and persuasiveness. Communicate with confidence and enthusiasm to inspire and motivate others. Now, let's transition over to building strong teams and fostering collaboration. It's a symphony of strengths. A strong team is the foundation of any successful organization. Collaboration among team members is essential for achieving common goals, overcoming challenges, and driving innovation. Leaders play a crucial role in fostering a collaborative environment where team members feel valued, respected, and empowered to contribute their unique talents and perspectives. And here are some strategies for creating a cohesive and productive team environment. 1, establish a shared vision and purpose. Clearly articulate the team's missions and goals, ensuring that each member understands their role in achieving the overarching objectives. This alignment fosters a sense of shared purpose and motivates individuals to contribute their best efforts. 2, promote psychological safety and openness. Create an environment where team members feel comfortable expressing their ideas, asking questions, and challenging assumptions without fear of judgment or reprisal. Psychological safety fosters trust, encourages open communication, and promotes innovative thinking. There's a reason why Western civilization is usually more advanced than most Eastern civilizations. It's the freedom. It's the ability to be creative and not have the fear of repercussions for being different. 3, leverage individual strengths and diversity. Recognize and appreciate the unique strengths and perspectives that each team member brings to the table. Utilize these strengths strategically to create a synergistic team that can tackle complex challenges and achieve remarkable results. 4, nurture relationships and trust. Invest in building strong interpersonal relationships among team members. Encourage communication, collaboration, and mutual support to foster a sense of camaraderie and trust, which are essential for effective collaboration. 5, clearly define roles and responsibilities. Clearly outline the roles and responsibilities of each team member to avoid confusion and overlap. This clarity ensures that everyone understands their expectations and contributes effectively to the team's success. 6, encourage active listening and empathy. Foster a culture of active listening where team members genuinely listen to and understand each other's perspectives. Empathy is crucial for building strong relationships and resolving conflicts constructively. 7. Provide regular feedback and recognition. Offer constructive feedback in a timely and supportive manner. Acknowledge and appreciate individual and team accomplishments to reinforce positive behaviors and boost morale. 8. Celebrate successes and learn from failures. Take time to celebrate team successes, recognizing the collective effort and contributions that lead to achievements. Encouraging learning from failures, analyzing what went wrong, and identifying areas for improvement. I'll even take it a step further and say, learn from what went right. Learn together, grow together. If something works, everyone should know about it, how it worked. So this way, we learn from that as well. And finally, number 9, promote work-life balance and well-being. Encourage team members to maintain a healthy work-life balance to avoid burnout and promote overall well-being. This balanced approach fosters unity and understanding and empathy that cannot be understated. Work-life balance gives them the ability, your team, to reset and come out better and stronger when they face a future task. Now, let's segue to delegating effectively and empowering others, unleashing potential. Effective delegation is not about dumping tasks onto others. It's about empowering them to take ownership and grow. Great leaders trust their team members, provide guidance, and support their development. To delegate effectively, leaders should 1. Understand the delegation spectrum. Recognize the appropriate level of delegation for each task, balancing guidance with empowerment. 2. Clearly communicate expectations and goals. Clearly outline expectations, deadlines, and desired outcomes for delegated tasks. 3. Provide ongoing support and feedback. Offer regular support and constructive feedback to help team members succeed in their delegated responsibilities. And finally, empower ownership and accountability. Encourage team members to take ownership of their tasks, fostering a sense of responsibility and accountability. Now, let's talk about making sound decisions under pressure, navigating the rapids. In this fast-paced and demanding world we live in, leaders are often confronted with the need to make critical decisions under intense pressure. The ability to make sound decisions under these circumstances is a crucial skill for any leader, as it can have a profound impact on the success or failure of their team or organization. In my case, it would be a school, but I don't know your case, and that is okay, because regardless, if the leader fails, it's possibility the organization will fail as well, whether it's your business or your home. So here are some techniques for making informed decisions under pressure. 1. Gather comprehensive information. Before making any decision, gather as much relevant information as possible. This includes seeking data, expert opinions, and diverse perspectives to fully understand the situation. 2. Consider potential consequence. Carefully evaluate the potential outcomes of each decision, weighing the risks and benefits. This analysis helps identify potential pitfalls and opportunities associated with each course of action. 3. Consult trusted advisors. Seek counsel from experienced mentors or colleagues to gain valuable insights and perspectives. Their experience and knowledge can provide a fresh perspective on the situation. Humble yourself. Seek out mentors. You are not the master of all. Be a lifelong learner and seek out those mentors. Seek out the people with experience, whether it's within your organization or outside your organization, but seek them out. 4, decisive action and adaptability. Make informed decisions in a timely manner while maintaining flexibility to adapt to changing circumstances. The ability to adapt to unforeseen challenges is crucial for effective leadership. And I will even take this a step further. I would highly recommend you draw a diagram of just like a plus sign. And on the top, you put urgent. And on the right side, on the left, you put urgent. On the right, you put important. And you on the left side, you put the same. If it's both urgent and important, you should attack that first. If it's urgent but not important, then you have to weigh your options. Regardless, it gives you an opportunity to figure out what needs to be done first. In any case, I digress. 5, employ decision-making tools. Utilize decision-making tools and frameworks such as SWOT, analysis or decision matrices, which is one of them that I mentioned, to structure the decision-making process and compare options systematically. 6, recognize cognitive biases. Be aware of potential cognitive biases that can influence decision-making, such as confirmation bias or anchoring bias. Consciously evaluate these biases to ensure objective judgment. If you are unfamiliar with the different types of biases that you may or may not have, but others might have, and at least you can recognize, I encourage you and implore you to follow this podcast, subscribe, and look over the past podcasts. I do go over biases and fallacies a bit, not too much, not too in-depth. I will be releasing my critical thinking course that actually has a whole section on biases, so this way you can recognize it. But for time purposes, confirmation biases is when you get some information that you feel good about because it follows what you believe. It doesn't necessarily mean it's true. It's just that it gave you that dopamine hit saying that, this is what I thought anyway, so it must be accurate. And anchoring bias is basically the first information that you receive, you take that in as the information, not realizing that there may be additional context or other sources of information that may differ from the original source. Thereby, you're stuck in the first information you received. That's the anchor. So, again, that's another digress, but it is important to understand that. Number 7, maintain composure. Under pressure, it is important to maintain composure and avoid making impulsive or emotional decisions. Take deep breaths, gather your thoughts, and approach the situation with a calm and rational mindset. People can sense when you are fearful. And when a leader is scared, either to make a decision or sad, or they sense these things because we are emotional creatures. I mean, that's why if anyone that's listening is an educator, you know, children in elementary school can sense fear and anxiety from a teacher. So maintain composure. especially when things are not going to plan. 8. Learn from experience. Reflect on past decisions, both successful and unsuccessful, to identify patterns and areas for improvement. Continuous learning enhances decision-making skills and resilience under pressure. 9. Seek support when needed. If the pressure becomes overwhelming, don't hesitate to seek support from colleagues, mentors, or professional counselors. Managing stress and maintaining well-being are essential for effective decision-making. 10. Develop a decision-making process. Establish a structured decision-making process that aligns with your leadership style and preferences. This process should include steps for gathering information, evaluating options, and making a final decision. Remember, making sound decisions under pressure is a skill that can be developed and honed through practice, experience, and self-awareness. But you have to have humility as well. Understanding personality types is very important. And without going into the details due to time constraints, because I'm trying to keep this under 30 minutes, I'm going to make a separate bonus video on these details. I'm just going to go over the very basics. And that is the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, MBTI. MBTI has 4 preferences that they talk about in personalities: introversion or extroversion, sensing or intuition, thinking or feeling, judging or perceiving. Within those 4 that I mentioned to you, 8 that I mentioned to you, I had to count that. There are a total of 16 types of MBTI personality types that you need to be aware of if you want to work with anyone in the psychological sense within your team or how you build your team. Furthermore, you may want to look into the framework of personality types of how the best information I found was with the CIA and their 4 animal personality types: the bear, fox, lion, and cheetah. Bear is your relationship builder. The fox is the creative innovator. The lion is the strategic organizer. And the cheetah is the action-oriented visionary. I promise you, I will go into the details on a specific episode on just personality types and how to manage them. So again, subscribe. It will be posted, I promise you. And this week, it'll be a bonus episode just for you guys. So we're going to move on to managing conflict and resolving disputes. Conflict is an inevitable part of any team environment. However, it doesn't have to be a destructive force. Effective leaders can navigate conflicts constructively, turning them into opportunities for growth, understanding, and improved communication. And here are some strategies for constructive conflict resolution. 1. Acknowledge and address conflicts promptly. Don't let conflicts fester. Address them head-on with an open and constructive approach. Early intervention can prevent escalation and foster a culture of open communication. 2. Establish a shared goal of resolution. Frame the conflict as a shared challenge that the team needs to work together to resolve. This emphasis on collaboration encourages a focus on solutions rather than blame or be defensiveness. 3. Active listening and empathetic understanding. Listen attentively to all perspectives, seeking to understand the underlying causes and motivations of each individual involved. Empathetic understanding can help bridge differences and foster a sense of fairness. 4. Focus on interests, not positions. Shift the focus from fixed positions to underlying interests and needs. This approach allows for creative problem solving and mutually beneficial solutions. 5. Encourage brainstorming and collaborative problem solving. Facilitate a brainstorming session where team members can generate potential solutions without judgment. Collaborative problem solving encourages ownership and a commitment to the chosen solution. 6, establish clear agreements and commitments. Clearly document the agreed upon solution, including specific action steps and timelines. This clarity ensures accountability and prevents future misunderstandings. 7, foster a culture of respect and openness. Encourage respectful dialogue even when disagreements arise. Foster a culture where individuals feel comfortable expressing their opinions without fear of judgment or retaliation. 8, seek mediation or external support when necessary. If conflicts reach an impasse or involve sensitive issues, consider seeking mediation or external support to facilitate a constructive resolution. 9, learn from conflicts and continuous improvement. Analyze conflicts to identify underlying issues and areas for improvement. Use the insights to strengthen team dynamics and prevent similar conflicts from reoccurring. Remember, conflict resolution is an ongoing process that requires patience, understanding, and commitment to finding common ground. So, embrace the leadership journey. Leadership is not a destination, but an ongoing journey of self-improvement, learning, and growth. By mastering effective communication, cultivating strong teams, delegating effectively, making sound decisions under pressure, and navigating conflicts constructively, you can develop your leadership style and make a positive impact on the world around you. Thank you for joining Thinking to Think. And if you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends and family, comment, like, all those things. And remember, always think critically about the world around you, and let's build a critical thinking society together.